Hi everyone, it's the English Simmer here, and this is such an exciting video for me to be sat down recording, and I know personally like how much it's gonna mean to so many of you within my community, within the wider Sims community. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to finally say this and like officially have this news, but we have custom pronouns in The Sims 4 Create a Sim. So yesterday, The Sims 4 got an update. Mark it down in your calendars, the 24th of May, 2022. We got a Sims 411 back in 2021 where they said they were looking into how to implement customized pronouns within The Sims 4, and now we officially have it. Hello Simmers, we didn't just meet you, but it was crazy. I did not enjoy my visit from Kalia, maybe. Actually, I regretted it the instant that you did it. Sims team, never again, please. I can't do it anymore. Not only do we have bug fixes to share, this was actually a very like small bug fix. There was like 2 of them, I think. Usually there's a list of a lot, but I don't even care because we got customizable pronouns. And of course, they have called them customizable pronouns because that is correct. We have had pronouns in the game since its release, but we've only had the binary pronouns of she and he. But now we can add our own. You can use they, them pronouns, which is a default within the game, which is so nice to see. Or you can use neo pronouns for your Sims in Create a Sim. I'm going to show you what this looks like in game, but we're happy to announce that as of today, you'll be able to customize your Sims pronouns in Create a Sim if your game is set to English. Obviously, the conversation around pronouns has been very like Anglo-centric because in English, we've had they, them like historically in use as a singular pronoun. I know everyone gets their knickers in a twist about this, but like literally, if I don't know the postie, I'm like, oh, they're gonna deliver this in like a few days. Like that's a singular use. Like the postie is a singular person, but I still use they, them to refer to them because I don't know their gender. So your game does have to be set to English for this. Obviously, we have had the conversation about how this is more difficult in gendered languages, and the team are looking into how those things work. I'm sure there are non-binary people who use non-binary pronouns within those languages, so it's kind of just getting feedback from people, seeing how they would go about it linguistically, which is why they've chosen to focus on English for this first one. While the feature has been fully tested, there may be instances where the incorrect conjunctuation, I should know how to say these words, I'm an English language graduate, of pronouns or the default pronoun of the assigned gender may still appear due to the intricacies of English. We'll be working to improve the feature over time. Please let us know if you run into any instances where the incorrect pronoun is displayed. So you can go to the Answers HQ thread. I will actually link that down below just in case any of you have been playing and you've run into anything. We plan on rolling out the feature to all 18 languages over time. At launch, custom pronouns can be uploaded to the gallery and used in English only. For this first iteration of the feature, we focused on pronouns. Whilst pronouns are a very important piece when it comes to greater inclusivity for The Sims 4, we understand that customizable pronouns will not make the game 100% neutral. There isn't an NB or a non-binary like third gender within the game. You still have to go between the binaries of like a female sim or a male sim. Obviously, you can also change the way that they look depending on their frame. So you can have a masculine frame or a feminine frame. We still have the gender options. So this kind of opens it up a little bit more again with the customizable pronouns. However, you will still see instances of gender language such as mother, father, girlfriend, boyfriend. I really wish that like hopefully within, I mean, police is quite easy. Like you could literally just say police officer. I know that sounds easy to me, but it's like all to do with the text threads and the coding. And then hopefully eventually we'll get just like parent, partner, you know, gender neutral terms that we can use for our significant others, for example. If you click to like change their name, you now have this change pronoun option up here, and it's a little drop down. I really like how they them is actually listed first. Like, I don't know why. It just feels really, really cute that it's listed first. So you can choose they them pronouns, she her pronouns, or he him pronouns, or you can choose to have custom pronouns, and this is definitely where the neo pronouns are going to come into use as well. I am so glad that they were like, you know what, we're just going to give free reign to the players. You can choose your pronouns, you can fully customize them. What a flippin' amazing update. So for example, I'm gonna use z. So we'll go z here, we will go z here, and then we'll go ziz, we'll put ziz here too, and then we will put z self. And it gives you the like conjugation. I am fairly sure that is the word that I should be using. It gives you like the conjugation of the pronouns. So this is the subjective, the possessive independent, objective, reflexive, and possessive dependent. And it gives you examples. So even if you don't have an English language degree, or you've just forgotten everything there is to know about syntax in your English language degree, syntax is literally my least favorite module in my degree. They give you examples so you can see how it would work in a sentence. I think this is actually really cool as well, because I genuinely think it's going to teach more people about pronouns. So we have Z would like a grilled cheese. Bob told Zia about the best grilled cheese recipe ever. Grilled cheese is Zia's first love. That burnt grilled cheese is Zia's, and Eliza made the grilled cheese Zia self. And this is just an example of like how neo pronouns work. Again, you can use this to represent any neo pronouns, which I just think I'm really, really glad that they didn't just like, they could have easily left it as just like they, them, but they were like, no, we want people to represent themselves as accurately as possible. And so they've given all of these options of how to customize your pronouns. Oh, and then it comes up with their little pronouns next to their name, even if you type them in yourself. Stop, I'm gonna cry. That is so cute. One of the things I'm most excited for in this update is the fact that I personally have referred to Darling Walsh as they, them an awful lot, like since City Living came out. Like in my mind, Darling uses they, them pronouns. And so now I can go into like my personal save files. Unfortunately, this isn't gonna be updated for past saves that we already have in our games. However, in the future, like if the team see it as someone's story to use they, them pronouns, which I personally think there are townies who would, but just haven't had that capability obviously in the past, Darling being one of them. Morgan Ember also being another sim that I have definitely read as they, them. You can also use custom pronouns to like do he, they. Unfortunately, you can't like mix and match, but you could basically go into custom pronouns and for example, I could put he would like a grilled cheese and then keep some of them as well. So you can kind of mix and match if you use he, they pronouns or she, they pronouns. Just keep in mind that once you set them, those will be used all the time in those instances, unless obviously you run into one of the errors. But for Darling, I'm gonna choose they, them. It comes up with they, them. I want to hop in the game real quickly and just see how this like actually works when it comes to notifications. A lot of people have said like, oh, I didn't really realize that like the game used pronouns all that much, and I feel like you don't really notice it until you had a sim who you in your mind knew was non-binary or used they, them pronouns. But yeah, I would have a sim and I would be like, their pronouns are they, them, but there is physically no way to set their pronouns as they, them, and the game is actually very heavily gendered when it comes to notifications and the text strings within notifications. I'll hold my hands up and say the Sims team have done a pretty good job in more recent packs when they've got like jobs and stuff like that to neutralize, but then also a lot of people will say, well, my pronouns aren't like they, they, them, even though it is neutral, which I understand as well. And so it's kind of like that thing. I think this is literally the best way for everyone to win and to represent themselves. So let's go to join a career. Lane currently doesn't have a job. Lane is now a water person at the other sports team. Z starts Monday at 9 a.m. And there we have it. That's how it shows up in the game. Let's do the same for Darling and see how that goes. So we'll go phone, and then remember, kids can, or teenagers, not kids, teenagers can get part-time jobs. So we'll see how it comes up for Darling as well when using they, them. We love a they, them barista, so we're gonna choose a barista. Darling is now a coffee stain remover at Frothy Foamer. They start, okay, so there we go. That's already incorrect. So that should be they start Monday at 5 a.m. Grammatically speaking, that's how that sentence should be made up. So I could, for example, just take a screenshot of that. I'm gonna take one, and then I could post that to the answers thread, the EA link, and I could be like, hey, this is an inaccuracy when it comes to this like text. But it's not like the worst, and like, I mean, the most important thing is that they was used. Whilst I'm in game, I also really quickly want to see how this works on the gallery. So I am gonna save this household. I'm gonna call it pronouns test. So we're gonna share that household to the gallery, and then let's view the item details. Does it give you, okay, so it actually doesn't give you the pronouns of the sim. Like, I thought maybe it would list them like next to their name. Like when you hover over them, there's nothing to be said. It just says like their ages. I think it would be quite cool if it like listed their actual pronouns like on the gallery. But I guess once you download people off the gallery and they have custom pronouns, like they'll still have those custom pronouns considering they said it would work. Ah, stop! That's so cute! No, I'm gonna cry. No, this is when it really hits home. I literally just like searched newest on pronouns and like SimSelf with pronouns update, the pronouns house. Oh, it's by Rochella. Oh my god, Rochella was one of the streamers who was chosen. And B as well, and Miv. They kicked off like all of this with It Gets Better and The Sims yesterday, but like seeing my sim self with pronouns, stop it. Let me merge some of these sims. I'm actually, they do come up with they, them. Oh my word. No. Seeing like simmers actually get to like represent themselves in the game this way. Shout out to these creators. She, them. Oh my goodness. Custom pronouns. She, them, her, themself, theirs. This is why representation matters. Oh, I just like have to take it in. Oh, it's so cute. Obviously, a lot of love and a lot of this hard work has been done by the one and only Momo Misfortune. I will link their Twitter and Twitch down below. Momo actually started last year, I'm fairly sure. I think it was 2021, a petition and also tweeting every day until we have non-binary pronouns within The Sims 4. So big love to Momo. Momo kicked off all of the celebrations yesterday over on the It Gets Better Twitch, and honestly, it's just fun. I'm just absolutely buzzing. I love when representation gets added in a great way within the game, and I actually think this is a really, really good way of adding customizable pronouns. So I hope you're all having fun with this update. I hope you're all getting to tell the stories that you've wanted to tell for years and haven't fully been able to. I hope you're just having the best time with this update. I love you all all so much. I'm gonna say it, transphobic comments are not welcome and you will be blocked from my channel. Don't be transphobic to my community, don't be transphobic to other Sims players, don't be transphobic in general. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I just hope you're having a blast with this update, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye now.